remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights, my heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday on this Monday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new. And if you haven't done so already, of course, you know, my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional Tron Halls, y'all know we have Music Monday as well. Speaking of sneakers, we do have the sold out Discord. The link is pinned in the comment section, and it is free to sign up. Where, of course, you know we continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section, of course, a music section. So if I do not get the content out in time, most likely we're already chopping it up in the sold out Discord, right? Okay, shameless plug, man. So pretty much, this is Music Monday, where we take a little break from sneakers, like I just said in the beginning. And tonight's topics, man, we're just gonna dive right in. I only plan to be on these joints for like an hour, so if y'all coming and out, don't forget to smash the like button for the kid. Let me know if audio and visuals is looking good. And I'll start sharing my screen here in just a second. So we got a few topics, nothing really crazy popped off over the weekend to the best of my knowledge anyway that stood out. I'm going to pretty much cover Meek Mill's, like, I guess you can say, latest single, the Nightmares to Dreams, because one of his biggest hits is obviously the original song was Dreams and Nightmares. So now he's doing Nightmares to Dreams. Now, I tried to listen to it several times while I was in the gym. Y'all know me, I work out pretty much 5 days a week. So, like, you know, I like that. Like, I sometimes will put on Dreams and Nightmares to get motivated. Because working out, man, to be honest, dog, when music, I'll just say helps, right? I'll just keep it real. Music helps. Having music helps for sure, for sure. But I say all that to say, like, I was like, yo, I don't know. Something ain't, you know, flipping on this one. Like, you can tell he had that hit on it, but I feel like, to be honest, with a song as classic as Dreams and Nightmares, you gotta, you know, honestly, I would say leave it alone. I even saw the Joe Budden podcast. They reacted to it as well. So I'm going to give my reaction on it tonight, if you guys don't mind. So we're going to cover that first. And then we're going to go on to Tory Lanez. Looks like they're trying to dismiss Tory Lanez' $100 million prison stabbing lawsuit, right? Okay, now if he was stabbed up, I mean, I don't know if this is the case right here, but it looks like the state says the Constitution is firmly on its side. So we'll see how it goes with that one. Update for Tory Lanez. Wanted to make sure I covered that, man. He's holding down and doing his time like a G, man. You know what I'm saying? And then we got an update on Chris Brown. Looks like he demands a new trial after the $12.9 million dog bite judgment, right? Okay, so I'm pretty sure we covered that as well. If I'm not mistaken, right, I believe his dog had actually bitten somebody, you know what I'm saying? And you're the owner, so you are responsible for the dog, respectively. You know what I'm saying? But again, seems like Chris Brown cannot catch a break, man. No matter how low profile he keeps to just, you know, I feel like Chris lately has just been in his bag, make songs, make albums, go on tour, but something seems to always come up. You know what I'm saying? It's like he gets the short end of the stick each and every time. You know what I'm saying? He's had to plead guilty. Well, we covered that last week with the joint that happened overseas where, you know, at the club or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So Chris Brown seemed to just can't catch a break, man. But at the same time, you got to make sure you don't put yourself in these positions too, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's only so many times I can say, like, all right, cool, this ain't Chris Brown's fault, you know what I'm saying? Just the luck of the draw. And you know what Boosie says, you know, it comes with the game of being an entertainer too, so I understand that. And in the last part of the live, we're going to cover ASAP Rocky seemingly suggests that he's willing to fight Drake bare knuckles like the Irish. So I really hope, I saw this floating around. Actually, I seen where Divine Photos actually posted this in the Discord, shameless plug. And I'm like, yo, I really hope this isn't one of those, like, maybe it's just to get attention. But, dog, my thing is, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't know if you would just put it out there vocally, man. Sometimes you just got to move in silence. But sometimes I feel like, since we know, let's just keep it 100. ASAP Rocky got some hits and makes some great music. But, you know, on the level of Drake, it's like apples and oranges. Obviously, Rihanna's more got a better chance of hanging on the level of Drake musically. And, you know, with them having, you know, a thing or whatever it was, I don't think they actually did anything, but we did see at one point where Drake and Rihanna was holding hands, and now that's your girl. Dog, that come with the territory. If you dating somebody as bad as like Rihanna, respectively, you gotta take what come with the game. You know what I'm saying? Especially if she don't dated other people, which she has. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like that, if they stay single, it's because by choice. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to get people to, you know, obviously make moves on them. That was very interesting to see her and Drake date, though. You know what I'm saying? Rihanna cool, you know what I'm saying? She bad, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I could pinpoint that too, but I'm not here to talk bad on another man's choice because beauty, in my opinion, is in the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it real. I don't want to seem like I want to go bashing nobody or anything like that, because that's not my style. Because not everybody got their own taste. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a firm believer there is somebody out there for everybody. If we just gonna keep it real, man. So anyway, just a little quick little intro, real quick. So as y'all coming it out, let me know if audio and visuals is good. And I'm gonna share my screen here and get the party started, because kid had a long day. You know, it is what it is. Seems like I've been having a lot of those. Let's start with the Meek Mill situation real quick. Now I can't play the song, right? And let me share my screen right here. Boom. Now I can't share the song because obviously YouTube and stuff like that. That's something they should work in on the back end, where we should be able to play their songs where they get their whatever makes them happy, and then we get our, our percentage too. You know what I'm saying? I know they have like the sharing thing, but it seems like it's fully copyrighted if the artist is signed, even though Meek is fully independent now that he's been preaching. But I think he's starting to see the big difference between being signed to a major label versus doing everything independently all on your own. You know what I'm saying? You're going to work a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it real. You're going to work harder on the label too. You know what I'm saying? But the label them going to, put your stuff out there and pay for the extra stuff, allegedly, right? But it says Meek Mill has shared Nightmares to Dreams, a standalone single that flips his 2012 classic Dreams and Nightmares. Now, this was posted July 31st, which was Friday. Now, the song just came out that I did see it across my feed, and yeah, it's only right that I reacted to it. Now, this is it. I'm not going to play it, right? I'm not going to play it at all. I personally am not a major fan of the album art, but you know what? It is what it is. But it says Meek Mill has breathed new life into one of his most iconic songs, Dreams and Nightmares. Released independently through his Dream Chasers imprint, Nightmares to Dreams acts as a spiritual duel to the opening track of his 2012 duet album, right? Or sequel, right? Acts as a sequel to his opening track of 2012 album. He's not the only artist that have done this. Nas have done this back in the day. Jay-Z have done this back in the day with certain songs, man. But to be honest, it's kind of like, let's just take music out of it. Let's compare it to like a great movie. Sometimes we don't need to see a part 2, or sometimes we don't need to see a like sequel. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, because that's what this is a sequel. Sometimes we don't need to hear in or see a sequel. If you do it right the first time, which I believe Dreams and Nightmares was done right the first time, you know how to do it, which is like the intro of the song. I don't think you need to do, a follow-up to it. And it's never the same. And he's not the only one. Even Wiz Khalifa's done songs like this where they've done a great job on the first one and they make a sequel, but then it's just not the same, fam. Let's just keep it 100. It's one thing if you're doing like an album where Wayne is like the Carter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's kind of different because it's a mixture of all different styles and songs. But if you're trying to do a remake or do an updated version to a song that was a hit, to be honest, usually, if we compare it to movies, it's very rare that the sequels or the tries or the threes or whatever you want to call them, when they make 1, 2, 3s like a trilogy, you know what I'm saying? Sequel then a trilogy, then I think it's like quadruple or something like that. But usually it's hard to top the first one. I'll give you a great example, movie wise, right? Coming to America, right? One of my favorite movies of all time. They made a part 2, and to be honest, we don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And then how they released it too on Amazon exclusively. It just wasn't the best. And I'm pretty sure people watched it off the strength of the first one just cause. But at the same time, one of those you waited a little too long, right? Now some people say Meek didn't wait long enough to make this actual like sequel. But sometimes you wait a little too long and it's not the same. So me personally, I'm not a fan of like making sequels and stuff like that if the first one is great. Just like we can think of Friday. To be honest, that's a movie you could have left alone too. You know what I'm saying? Where, to be honest, if you're not going to have the full original cast, then, it's hard to really get up off of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, one that is actually pretty good where they did the Barbershop 1 and Barbershop 2. Now, that was good because that one was, you still kind of had your original characters. You know what I'm saying? But when you switching it up, same thing. We'll take it right back to Meek here, right? So, cool. You don't come with that same energy. You got to kind of slow down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? One thing we can say about Meek, he can rap. You know what I'm saying? He can get in his flow back and he can really rap. However, again, your biggest hit, you kind of had to leave that one alone because it's just that iconic. You know what I'm saying? Even if you just was torn around with the idea, that's one of those you could have did a snippet online, but never really, and just saw how people reacted first. But I get it. He's moving and learning. I get it. But it says featuring a similar melody, but a flipped structure with more malice half of the song coming first this time. It says in a frantic track that recalls the hunger of the Philadelphia rappers' early output. So that's, again, yeah, he definitely was more chill, more relaxed on this one. But we like that where he starts building up, and then next thing you know, he stops. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give him credit where credit is due on that one. But one of those, like, dog, sometimes you got to know what's enough. Let me see if I can stop this ad real quick. But sometimes you got to know, like, when to hold them and when to fold them, big dog, in my opinion. But it says, the song marks Meek's first new track since he dropped Survivor's Guilt with G Herbo last year. Before that, he dropped the 2024 mixtape, and it's called Healthinism. And in 2023, Rick Ross collaboration album, Too Good to Be True. It was been almost 5 years since he dropped his last studio album, Expensive Pain, which, in my opinion, I wasn't a fan of that album. I still think his first album is his best album. He's done some other ones too that are pretty decent, but I still think his first album is the best. But it appears that as though he's gearing up to release new music more frequently going forward. And he has been dropping singles here and there. It's another one too where he's dropped another single too that they didn't put on here that I've been listening to on a regular that actually does go kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? Meek has got some flowbacks and got some great songs, but I think what he's searching for is that probably like that breakout song before he gets into putting out a full album. You know what I'm saying? So it says Dreams and Nightmares is one of Meek's most beloved tracks, earning a reputation as one of the best hip-hop album intros of the 2010s. He frequently performed the song live as the outro to his last sets, and he performed the song on stage with Drake following the conclusion of their feud in 2018. It's even gotten the approval of Joe Budden, who said that safe to say it's among the best rap intros ever made. And Joe Budden is not easy to please, respectively. So I was watching the Joe Budden podcast, and yeah, he did say that, you know what I'm saying, respectively. It says the Philadelphia Eagles used the song as the team's pregame intro music for the Super Bowl in 2018, and the team used it again in their anthem to lead up to the Super Bowl in 2023. So it says the song has earned its place in history of hip hop, so it's easy to say why Meek might want to revisit such a firm fan favorite. But it's kind of like Meek Mill has, let's say, cool, he has Dreams and Nightmares, cool. You know who else got a classic song that's probably going to be forever timeless? Wiz Khalifa, the Black and Yellow. And it's going to be used through a lot of that for like Pittsburgh Steelers type of thing. That's something that you really don't kind of want to do. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. I see you, Manny with the Kicks. It says, what up? What's Prada Sold Out Family? What's good, Manny? What's good? Devon the Builder says, what up, Polo? Devon says, Adidas pulled the jellyfish shoes online. Okay. Wow. And okay. Cool. Those white joints. Let's see. Manny with the Kicks says, Nightmares and Dreams ain't it, in my opinion, Polo. It's not compared to the original. The Dreams and Nightmares is not it don't hit the same. I tried to listen to it. I want to say that I listened to it. I know I listened to it today. I couldn't get through it in the workout because like I be in my workouts, man. When my pre-workout kick in, I'm on another planet, bro. And if the song, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't listen to no like, slow stuff, you know what I'm saying, unless it's going to build up to some anticipation. So, like, I mean, to me, personally, I'm going to try one more time to see if it's going to grow on me. But right now, it's because we have Dreams and Nightmares first to compare it to. Vaughn says, you heard YG and Pusha T new song? No, I haven't heard it. I have not heard it. I haven't. I got to check it out. What's it called? I'll play it probably after I get off the stream. And Manny says, facts, Polo. Mid, skip. Yeah, I mean, it's because we know he's capable of better. And I feel like he was reaching, and, he sees what it is. When that joint dropped, even the numbers was low in. No disrespect to Meek, but I think because he's working independently, he's learning a lot more about the business that obviously he didn't realize what the label was doing for him, or why it is kind of, why people choose to go ahead and sign to a major label, even though it's like you're in debt to the label, this, that, and third. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's because of what they do. You know what I'm saying? They'll push it. They'll push stuff back. They'll be like, all right, you know, the label will tell you, like, all right, cool, we ain't going to drop this right now. You know what I'm saying? They'll hold you back. You know what I'm saying? So it's a gift and a curse. And it, two people can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? Manny says, I seen tons of restocks this morning on the jellyfish. Wow. Yo, like I said with the jellyfish, off mode real quick, me personally for the white shoe, I just can't do it. Man, not no 300 for that. You know what I'm saying? But I do want a pair for the gym though. But that's the reaction for Meek's latest track, which is pretty much Nightmares to Dreams, which he flips his classic track that dropped in 2012. Let's go on to Tory Lanez real quick. Get the party going real quick. I'm going to be on live for like another 30 minutes. So it looks like California moves to dismiss Tory Lanez $100 million prison stabbing lawsuit. So, says the state says the Constitution is firmly on its side. Now, this was posted July 30th, but it says California is asking the federal judge. Let me stop this real quick because I know how these streams get. They will flag it joint. But let me see if I can stop it, which is probably still going to do something. But anyway, California is asking a federal judge to throw out Tory Lanez $100 million federal lawsuit over his prison stabbing. So keep in mind, we did report that Tory Lanez has been stabbed. Man, if anybody's been catching a way of bad luck, it's been Tory Lanez, man. Ever since this whole Meg Thee Stallion situation that he's been found guilty on, man, he's like he can't catch a break, just kind of like Chris Breezy, which we'll be covering up next. But it says, according to the newly filed court documents reviewed by Complex, Attorney General Rob Bonita's office submitted a motion on Wednesday, July 29th, seeking to dismiss every claim against the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, arguing that the agency cannot legally be sued under the federal law Lanez is relying on. Says specifically the AG, and now I'm assuming that's Attorney General, right, is claiming that the 11th Amendment to the Constitution gives the state immunity for being sued in the court. Now, I'm going to look up the 11th Amendment. Well, actually, it says it right here. It says the amendment says the judicial power of the United States shall not be contributed to extend to any suit in law or equality, commerce, or produced against one the United States by citizens of another state or citizens or subject to any foreign state. So again, you got to keep in mind with the way these laws and stuff is written, the law, and that's why you have attorneys, and that's why they charge what they charge. And you could think about this like any situation. Like I literally just got out of a situation today where it's like, you know, you go to certain people for help and they know if they skills is, you know you're going to be charging like that across the board. Yeah, you're about to pay out the wazoo a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I needed to get what I need to get done. And same thing, if attorneys know 9 times out of 10, when you come to them, not saying you're desperate, but they know that you really would like some help legally to get the best win that you can. Now, what that means, hey, they're going to make sure they help themselves too financially to help you. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that really upsets me with the situation versus attorneys don't guarantee anything. At least what I just did today, you know what I'm saying? It's a guarantee. And no, it ain't nothing legal. It's just getting stuff fixed, you know what I'm saying? But it comes with a little warranty, you know what I'm saying? I got some stuff fixed today, and I was like, okay, cool. It sucked paying that money, but at the same time, at least you got like a little year warranty, 2-year warranty on the stuff like that. You're good, you know what I'm saying? But you can't really get that everywhere, especially not with an attorney. Let's see. Men with the Kick says, I seen a ton of restocks this morning on the jellyfish. Read that one. Let's keep going. It says the Attorney General's office makes the argument that this probation applies as well as to any action against a state by one of its own citizens. So again, Tory had to know these people were going to fight back a little bit. It says a motion asked the court to dismiss Lanez's case or claims without giving his attorneys any opportunity to amend the complaint. But some tells me that ain't going to stick. I mean, you do have the right. If somebody throws something against you, you do have the right to say something back and or things. That's just how the law works. And let's keep it 100. Unless they got like a strong, like hard evidence, most likely they're still going to let them listen to their side too. You know what I mean? It says the hearing on the request is set for August 26th in federal court in Los Angeles. So worst case scenario, if the federal part get thrown out, some tells me they'll just try again on a state level. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I would say about Tory, he's been keeping good spirits from what it seemed like. He's been keeping the fight. And for somebody who's been locked down, he has been dropping some pretty quality music. The only thing I feel like that's stopping Tory right now, with the reason we're not really able to absorb his music the way that we normally is, because he's not out and available to tour. You know what I'm saying? All he can do is drop music. But think about it. He doesn't get the marketing online like he really wants to. I mean, he does, but at the same time, that's the point of tour, by the way, right? People be like, yo, these artists go on tour and make all this money. Yeah, because that helps them promote the album. You know what I'm saying? Some people prefer to have a spot where they can go out and hang out and listen to the artist live. Sometimes they sound better, sometimes they sound worse. You know what I mean? But it says a 34-year-old rapper, singer rapper, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, filed a lawsuit on April 14th claiming he was attacked by another inmate armed with an improved weapon at the California Correctional Institution on May 12, 2025. So think about it. That was literally over a year ago, because now we're in 2026. Manny says free Tory Lanez. Yeah. So my thing is this. Yeah, and I feel you, Manny. I mean, to be honest, man, I feel like he was sentenced a little harsh. I'm not saying he shouldn't have got some time, but I mean, the single disc joints. But if you think about it, it's crazy how Diddy's getting his sentence reduced here and there. And it seems like Tory Lanez, they're not saying anything about possibly reducing any of his sentence time. You know what I'm saying? Because usually what I thought would happen, what it is, if you got good behavior, you could get some of it like reduced a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Manny says, let him going home with the bag. Let's see. Lanez is serving a 10-year sentence for shooting Meg Thee Stallion, said in the complaint that he suffered permanent facial scarring and 2 collapsed lungs after he was stabbed 16 times. Damn. That dude really was trying to take him out, from what it seems like. And that's another thing, too. I think they got him in obviously the most safest place they could be, which that's still a stretch considering how you're in prison, right? But it says Lanez also claimed in a complaint that the prison officials knew the alleged attacker had a violent history and should not have housed him near Peterson, whose high-profile celebrity status allegedly made him an obvious target. So again, I get it, but at the same time, it's prison, dog. I mean, you gotta expect some of this to come with the game. But at the same time, they are technically, in my opinion, right? Whole lives alleged. I don't know, but to the best of my knowledge, they're borderline somewhat responsible for you until you get out. Now, it's one thing if you got life in prison, they know you're never coming home, but if you're one of those where, okay, cool, Tory got a 10-year sentence, and he's got time served, this and the third, he will eventually come home. You know what I'm saying? So he, if anything's wrong, they're supposed to be under their care. Devon says salutes to Manny. Yep. So we keep going real quick. It says a lawsuit also claims that the correctional staff were not present when the attack happened, failed to respond to appropriate delayed medical treatment, and later unlawfully seized Peterson's property after he was transferred to another prison, which I believe he had a notebook full of lyrics or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly. Devon says a lot of trials this month from Dirk. This is my thing, too. I know there's a lot of trials that's anticipated this month, but at the same time, dog, I wouldn't be surprised if some of this stuff get delayed again. You know what I'm saying? One thing about this type of stuff, before you go to trial, sometimes you could sit in jail for like years. You know what I'm saying? Look at Melly. He's been in jail for quite some time. He's been trial, it's been ruled a mistrial, and they still won't let him get bail. You know what I'm saying? By that time, to be honest, the other person that was in there, what was it? YNW Sack Chaser, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, whoever was Bortland, right? I think it was Bortland. He already took a plea deal and he's doing some single digits, but to be honest, he probably will be, about ready to come on home after Melly's still waiting trial, Let's see, Mentor Kick says Divine 100 with Statue of Liberty and salute. But it says, let me read the last little part. He says, he also claimed that the song books with the unpublished lyrics of the quintuple commercial value and notes to his attorney were taken while he was recovering in the hospital. Lane's $100 million damages request also included a report, $1 million per stab wound and $10 million for his facial scarring. So again, that's very interesting. You know what I'm saying? But they do, I feel like, got some explaining to do, if you ask me. Why was he where were y'all at where this person had a clear shot at him like that? You know what I'm saying? I thought they pretty much watched him at all times to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Man in the Kick says, at least get the shmoney ish. He almost died in there. This is true. I get it. Because, I mean, if this is true from what they were saying and he did get rushed to the hospital, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if there may be some type of deal, but you can get money off of these prisons too. You know what I'm saying? If your life's in danger, especially whenever, like I said, Tory's situation is slightly different. It's not like he got sentenced to life. Granted, he got sentenced to a very long time, a 10-year sentence, but still, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to come home. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you know what I mean? Let's go and transition on to the next topic right here. Looks like Chris Brown demands a new trial after $12.9 million dog bite judgment, right? Okay. Like I was saying at the beginning of the live, seems like Briss Breezy cannot catch a break, bro. You know what I'm saying? Lawsuits out the wazoo. Yeah, he got it, but at the same time, dog, all honesty, I feel like he hasn't caught a break since the whole Rihanna situation. And I hate to bring it up because me, personally, I hate when people always use that against him from his past. Something that both of them, I feel like, have tried to move on from, but the public won't let it go, which really, really annoys me. I'm not saying, obviously they both had a hard time through that situation, but at the same time, they hold that over that man's head for a little too long, in my opinion. Pause. But it says the singer and his company, Black Pyramid LLC, challenging the verdict on 4 grounds, including jury misconduct and excessive damages. So yeah, I mean, 12.9 million on a dog bite, dog. Come on, man. I mean, that's crazy. So here's some key takeaways from this. It says Chris Brown and his company, Black Pyramid LLC, which I think Black Pyramid is Chris Brown's actual clothing line, if I'm not mistaken. Matter of fact, let me see if I can just Google it real quick. Let me put myself back on the main screen. I just want to check it out because I remember at one point I used to actually was considering buying some of this stuff, but I'm like, I don't know if I actually really want some Black Pyramid, respectively, but I think people were giving them a hard time about it. But let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm just curious. Just out of we got a little bit of time. I'm only gonna be on this run for like another 20 minutes. But Black Pyramid, let's see, Chris Brown clothing. Let's see, boom. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the website right here. Not sure that because Chris Brown is known to be like, obviously an artsy guy too. You know what I'm saying? Not just musically, but across the board. So if you look, this is his like clothing line, if I'm not mistaken. The blueprint, the story behind the brand. This is Black Pyramid was born from the collaborative between Chris Brown and the founders of Pink Dolphin, right? Aiming to make bold and vintage-inspired streetwear. So it's crazy. I don't really see anybody, and I haven't went down the rabbit hole, but I haven't seen nobody really do any like strong like review on it. Maybe this is something I could do down the down the road, like literally maybe do a review on some Black Pyramid clothing. You know what I'm saying? I had some BBC stuff, some Black Billionaires Boys Club, but I didn't keep it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, yeah, it's not much on here, as you can see. Let's see, crowd favorites. The colors are just all over the place too. Granted, I don't hate these like kids 3D patch joggers, so I mean, obviously people were buying them, but from what I was hearing, and that they be taxing and waxing too much on these. Like, let me real quick. So, say if I wanted to get some sweatpants real quick, right? Retailer, blah, blah, blah. I don't think they have anything up on this joint. Oh, so you got to go to Amazon for this joint, but okay, cool. $29, Black Customs joints. So if you want to customize, you can do your own joint. Buy a block shop. Yeah. $4.99. So I mean, to be honest, I think a lot of this is like if you want to do some of your own. So you could buy a DTLR. So they got some of this stuff there. I didn't know they had some of this at DTLR or not. I think like I'll be going to DTLR. I get my shoes and get the hell out of there. You know what I'm saying? And they got some shorts apparently. But yeah, it's like find your pair. But they look a little too short. But I think you buy on Poshmark. So yeah, this is crazy how this is pushed where this is supposed to be his actual store. But it's kind of like one of those, you're not really getting it directly from his store. Buy on eBay. Buy on Magic Custom. Buy on eBay. Wow. I don't know. This is kind of seems suspect. Even though this is supposed to be the actual website. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's trying to do something slightly different right here. And it is what it is. Tops, paws. So yeah. A little bit different. Yeah, that's definitely for a female. Yeah. Buy on that. So it's sold out throughout different spots right here. So probably why nobody really ever comes in and like buy this stuff. But yeah, you can Apparently buy this stuff on Amazon. I don't know. I think I'm going to stay away from it right now because it seems kind of suspect. That's just my 2 cents. I'll leave it right there. Let me get back to the article real quick. Just wanted to take a quick look at that real quick. Let's see where we at real quick. Let's see. Men on the Kick says, false accusations, Rick Ross voice. And he says, I never heard of it, Polo. You never heard of Black Pyramid? That's supposed to be Chris Brown's clothing line. I'm so serious, dog. Granted, no disrespect to the Black Pyramid website. I don't feel comfortable copping from that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I remember that joint. I never copped any of it, though. You know what I'm saying? Knowing me, I probably, because I wouldn't wear it. But at one point, they was taxing and waxing for that. Like, homie was wanting, like, he had, like, windbreaker pants that he wanted for, like, $150, and people was like, yo, I ain't finna pay you no $150 for a windbreaker suit. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't even the jogger joint. You know what I'm saying? But I guess the brand came a long way, man. But it says, Chris Brown and his company Black Pyramid LLC has filed notice to seek a new trial over the $12.9 million verdict stemming from his former housekeeper Maria Havela, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, 2020 dog mewling injuries, arguing irregular proceedings, jury misconduct, lack of extraordinary findings, and excessive damages. It says the Los Angeles jury had found Brown liable for his 200-pound Caucasian Shepherd Heidi's attack on pretty much I think the person that works there. Well, she said it's his housekeeper. So the dog had attacked the housekeeper and she's suing. So it says it attacked her as his Tarzana home, leaving her with lasting facial disfragment, partial vision loss, and nerve damage, and also awarding nearly $1 million more to her sister Patricia and her brother-in-law Oscar Ovelo. What they got to do? Were they there helping her clean up or something? Let's see. Manny says 1972 NBA shorts, and I'ma skip. It says with the judgment still unpaid, the lawyer has moved to freeze Brown's touring accounts and tap profits from his co-heading the R&B tour with Usher, and a daily interest occurs ahead of the September 22nd hearing on his new trial bid. Dog, Chris Brown he on tour, but it's like they coming and gunning for him, man. And I feel bad, but you know, he got it, but damn, they really trying to go in on homie, man. Let's keep going real quick. Where we at real quick, where I leave off. But it says Chris Brown is pushing back against the $12.9 million judgment was headed last month relating to his former housekeeper dog bite case. The singer and his company Black Pyramid LLC has formally declared that their intention to challenge the verdict, according to TMZ, 2 weeks after the judgment was officially entered on July 2016. The finding cites 4 grounds: irregularity in proceedings that prevented a fair trial, jury misconduct, insufficient new findings establishing innocence, and the excessive damages award for the plaintiff. A Los Angeles Superior Court jury returned its verdict on June 30th, finding Brown and Black Pyramid LLC liable after his 200-pound Caucasian Shepherd Heidi's mewed former housekeeper while she was emptying the trash at his Tanzanian home December 12, 2020. So think about it. This joint been going on since 2020, dog, whenever she filed a joint. But think about it. This happened back in 2020. We're in 2026, 6 years later. And I'm pretty sure if I had to guess, and I don't know, man, this is my best guess. I'm assuming Chris Brown probably already tried to help offer to, like, you know, hey, let's settle out of court. I'll give you XYZ. And looks like they're not backing down. But it says the housekeeper sustained lasting facial disfragment, visible scarring, partial vision loss, and nerve damage in the attack. At the trial, she testified that she could only recall flashes of the mewling and had to step out of the courtroom when the graphic photos were shown during the opening statements. So she says she couldn't even look at the joint. So it must have been pretty bad, respectively, dog. Says her daughter testified about the call from her aunt. Your mom can't breathe. She keeps passing out on me. The ambulance is still not here. Chris Brown fled the scene. Damn, so he was there, but then he just left. Brown's acknowledged at the trial that he never touched The housekeeper never offered her water or comfort and left the property before the paramedics arrived. He testified he did not call 911 personally, stating, "I feared a recording would be leaked to the media." He told the jury he drove around for a couple hours before stopping at a gas station. So, damn. So, and I get it, right? And I'm not trying to take up for Chris Brown here, but I get it, bro. Like, Chris Brown was in a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation, because he knows for a fact that if those people watch him like a hawk. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have their way with him regardless and twist his words. And he didn't, but it's still, dog. He still should have called 911 or at least stay on the scene. Have somebody else do it, But at the same time, he didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown knows anything legally stuff always comes to him in almost a negative light. Manny says, that brand remind me of the Last Kings and Tiger clothing line back in the days. Yep, I remember that, Last Kings. I always wanted a pair of that too, you know what I'm saying? And I forgot it's another one too. It was like, I remember Black Kings. I remember that joint. Or no, Last Kings, but it was something else too. Oh, the brand Dope. Remember that one? DOPE, Dope. I remember that brand too. I always wanted some of that, but I never bought any of it. But yeah, I wanted that brand. Says, on why he left, Brown stated because of how many images is and always used. I didn't want a misleading story or like a circus from my status, so me staying out of the way was advised. It says the jury rejected his defense entirely, including his claim that he had warned the housekeeper the dogs were absolutely not friendly and that the Hades had the purchased by the security staff rather than to keep as his personal pet. Says the $12.9 million award to the housekeeper is part of the combined total of roughly 13.835 million. So wow. So the jury separately awarded her sister Patricia $885,000 for emotional distress and her husband Oscar $50,000. And Chris Brown ain't paid up yet. And I don't blame him. If you can appeal it, dog. But I mean, at the same time, if this stuff kind of happened, yeah, you got to kind of settle out. But they are taxing and waxing. But it says the judgment sits unpaid. Let's see. The housekeeper's attorney, Nancy Domain, filed a motion on July 23rd to freeze Brown's touring accounts and stating that Brown and the Black Pyramid LLC have made no efforts to satisfy any portion of the judgment. This is my thing. You might as well try to pay a little something, even if you're going to appeal it. Maybe pay something towards it to know that you're trying, but you got some your attorney can work with. But also, I'm pretty sure he's advised by his attorney what to do and what not to do. So I'm no attorney here, nor am I trying to give any legal advice. But I mean, I don't know. If you're not trying to pay it and you got to appeal it, who knows, right? It says the motion noted that the attempts to contact Brown's attorneys about payments had gone unanswered per Billboard. Daily interest continues to occur on the balance. Brown is currently co-headlining the R&B tour with Usher and Live Nation promoted stadium run that launches June 26th and is scheduled to stretch through December across more than 50 states. If touring income falls short, the motion identified royalties, licensing agreements, and merchandise sales and sponsorship deals as an additional source. No disrespect, fam. Chris Brown reputation, while I'm a big fan, I don't. They won't let Chris Brown won't get too many sponsorships, dog. Maybe all the other stuff because he has those diehard fans, but it's been already proven they won't let him do pretty much certain commercials. Think about this, dog. Chris Brown, in my opinion, could easily have opened up or did the super like this. Let me run it back. Chris Brown could have easily have done the Super Bowl right now. If Rihanna could do it, he could do it. But at the same time, because of his reputation, you know what I'm saying? It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't, they don't want him there. You know what I'm saying? But he could easily do it. You know what I'm saying? And do a great job. Usher's did it, and he's on tour with Usher. You know what I'm saying? So obviously they're on the same playing field a little bit. Usher may have got a bigger catalog because he's been around a little bit more than Chris Brown, but they're just as good equally. You know what I'm saying? I like both. It says a new trial hearing is scheduled for September 22nd, a date that falls between the R&B tour's Las Vegas and Los Angeles stadium stops. So yeah, he's got to stop and go to court, and that comes with the game. So last little part of the live real quick, let's talk A$AP Rocky. Looks like he suggests that he's willing to fight Drake bare knuckles like the Irish. Says the remarks are tucked into the minute-long teaser from Rocky's upcoming Jason Lee's interview, right? Okay. Now I haven't seen it personally, but if they do got a snippet, I will try to play the joint, but looks like it's coming Wednesday. We'll see if we can play just a little bit of it. I don't know if it'll let me play any of it, but we'll see. If it's too long, I won't play it. But it says, A$AP Rocky has more to say about Drake. It says, in a newly released Jason Lee interview teaser, Rocky seemingly suggests that he wouldn't be opposed to celebrating a boxing match style fight against the Iceman artist. Worth pointing out here that, of course, is this is merely a teaser, and a full context of the remark is question remains. Basically what they're saying, this could just be for just to get people to check out the interview. He easily could have said that. They could have easily just said that just for the purpose of, you know what I mean? Basically, get the video floating around, which clearly it worked, and that's their goal here. You know what I'm saying? So if you watch the full interview, he could have said he could be not opposed to it, and then keep going from there. A$AP Rocky has more to say about Drake. We read that one, so let's keep going. Hold on, where we at real quick? Boom, boom, boom. It says, in a minute-long teaser, which arrives ahead of the interview August 5th, launches, which basically in the next couple of days. So the 5th is what? Wednesday. It says Rocky is asked if he's watched that celebrity boxing match. The exact match isn't revealed. And it says, I did. Rocky, who recently wrapped North American tour dates in support of Don't Be Dumb and is set to kick off a run European dates this month, said, would you fight Drake? Lee asked on the follow-up, which, unless some superstitious editing has occurred, in the interview, the teaser was met with Rocky offering the following bare knuckle like Irish. So let me see real quick if we can play this joint. Fair use. Hopefully I don't get kicked off the stream, because you know how YouTube is, man. And then ironically, this is a YouTube video. Let's see if we can watch this real quick.
My next guest is somebody, the only person in the world who can get me to leave my set. A$AP Rocky. Thank you. You've been to jail in 2 different countries. You had 3 kids, and you got married, right? You watched that celebrity boxing match.
I did.
Would you fight Drake?
Bare knuckle like the Irish.
You took that.
So that could have easily been like, no, and it could have been another question. So they're doing a play on words here already, as you can see. And I'm not against it, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's how Jason Lee does. He does a little, play on words.
Girl.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you the story.
Really tried to put you in prison.
I'm hurt about him, I'm hurt about Bari.
But how did A$AP Mob break down like that?
Maybe I shouldn't.
That's another thing, too. We don't hear too much about the A$AP Mob anymore, man. I know a lot of stuff that happened along behind the scenes and stuff like that, but it seems like you don't really remember that. A$AP Ferg hasn't dropped any music in a while, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't even really be talking about shit on camera, but it is what it is.
Is that when Ferg dropped A$AP?
Ferg dropping A$AP hurt me as well.
So A$AP Ferg don't even go by A$AP Ferg anymore. He just go by Ferg.
There's that performance you and Rihanna did where you grabbed her ass, and she told me that wasn't a party rehearsal, that you just did that. Y'all were at the Met Gala and it looked like you guys were arguing.
Oh God, here you go, bro.
Are you the reason why we don't have an album?
Damn.
So yeah, they're saying that, he's hitting up some tough questions. And I feel like this will be an intriguing interview for sure. Manny says, get the F out of here. I don't believe him and he need more people. You know damn well, even if he did say that he would fight Drake, it's never gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Respectively, too much security for both of them, right? No, they're not. It's not happening.
Damn, I'm gonna get in trouble for this.
So that's the interview teaser right there. New episode Wednesday. Seems very intrigued right there. Can't say that I hate it. Last little part right here. Wrap this up here in the next few minutes. But it says, though the two collaborated earlier in their careers, things have significantly secured between Rocky and Drake in more recent years. Examples of the sourcing being documented in songs include, but are not limited to, Lines on the 2023, For All My Dogs, Fear of Heights that were perceived as subliminal digs at Rihanna, and more recently lyrics from Rocky, Don't Be Dumb, Highlight, Stole Your Flow, and Drake's Iceman 2 partner, Burning Bridges. So I think they did a song, I believe it was I forgot what it was, but him and Drake, they actually used to do songs together. You know what I'm saying? But then I hate when women come to play this stuff, and then next thing you know, like now we can't be cool. Manny says, who the referee? Chris Brown? Chill out, bro. Wow, because Chris Brown, Rihanna, like all these men have been, in name attached to Rihanna. I'm gonna put it like that in some way, shape, or form, dog. That actually would be that would probably break the internet, Manny, for real, dog. If we're gonna keep it real, and but yeah, it would probably break the internet easily. I am very curious. I want to take one quick little second and look up the song that ASAP Rocky and Drake did together. I know it's been a minute, but real quick, because we're on the last little part of this article. We about to wrap this joint here. We're coming up on the hour mark anyway. Let me see. See ASAP Rocky, real quick. And then we'll do Drake song. I want to say song because I'm like, dog, if you put in this, it's like everything comes up but the, effing problems. Yeah, I remember that joint. Yeah, that's my effing problem. Yeah, so they had a fire song together. And I feel like it was a classic timeless hit for real. But now you don't see stuff like that get performed anymore because of beef. You know what I'm saying? That we may or may not have nothing to do with. Put myself sharing the screen real quick, and then we're going to close up for like the last 2 minutes. It says, and 2026 has been kind to Rocky and Drake as the once friendly artists have each netted number one's debuts on the Billboard 200. Rocky also has another number one to his name this year, thanks to Complex ranking the 35 best dressed New York rappers of all time. See the full list here. I don't know, man. A$AP Rocky has had his own style, but I wouldn't say best dressed. But I mean, that's in the eye of the beholder. And Complex them, they always do this. So like, I'll just take a little sneak peek at the list real quick, see if we can open it up on the side. Just check it out. But yeah, apparently this is supposed to be the best dressed rappers right here. If Jay-Z's on the list, I can't, bro, respectively. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to read through this whole thing, but yeah, I don't know if I could put that on there, but they have Max B at 35. So yeah, who is this? DMX. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Who is this? Q-Tip. Let's see. This is Salt and Pepper. They really went down this. We have RP Pop Smoke. So this is 35 best dressed New York rappers. So these are all New York. These are all from New York. Wow. Which New York them do have their own swag. Then you have Phife Dawg. RP to Phife Dawg. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go through the whole joint, but yeah. We got a plethora of people on here, man. So, but Nicki Minaj, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, this is crazy. Most Def. I think we just name it most rappers from New York. This is Ferg. Keep in mind, we found out he dropped the ASAP Ferg. It says, shaking my head, where she at? I don't know, man. Rocky shouldn't be the white knight in this situation. I feel you, big dog. I feel you. Looks like my stream trying to mess up a little bit anyway. It skipped a little bit. Let me see if we good. I don't know if it like froze me up, but I think we should be good here. Yeah, it froze up for like a quick second, but we good. But it looks like it may be experiencing some issues, but I'm going to wrap this joint up here anyway. Put myself on the main screen because we're coming up on that hour mark regardless. I just was curious about like, what the hell? So they got Kool Moe Dee. Actually, yeah, I remember him. For real. Who is this? This is Foxy Brown. So, I mean, New York has always been known for the swag. They got an older picture of Fat Joe. Very interesting. That caught me off guard. Let's see. We have, let's see. Who else real quick? Beastie Boys fall up on a list. I wouldn't say they had the best swag, though. You know what I'm saying? Rakim, I could say that because that Mercedes chain, he got a lot of people like geeked onto that. Fabulous has always been known for his swag for sure. But let me put myself back on the main screen real quick. About to wrap this joint up here. Let's see. Boom. Put myself back on the main screen. Some of my stuff is starting to skip anyway, and I've been on this run like at the hour mark. So yeah, not sure where she's at, Manny, but let's just go and wrap things up for the night. Let's see. We pretty much covered. Will A$AP Rocky, is he willing to fight Drake? Chris Brown wants a new trial for his case against his former housekeeper. Looks like they've been suing him for, I think it was, what, $12.5 million that we saw that, you know, he's on the chopping block for. Tory Lanez, the $100 million lawsuit, looks like they're trying to get that dismissed. So we're going to have to see how that pans out. And we did a pretty much just a reaction to Meek's Mill pretty much Nightmares and Dreams sequel that he did to play off of the classic Nightmares and Dreams. So it's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? No major craziness here. So it looks like streaming still should be good. But other than that, man, gonna wrap things up here for the night because I know we got some little script streams right here and it's happening a little bit. But other than that, I'll be back live again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, smash the like button, sub up to the channel if you're new and if you haven't done so already. Of course, you know my name is Jeremy Jones. What I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional Tron hauls, and y'all know this is Music Monday. I'll see you guys again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, more content on the way, and I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high. If I die, let I know that I was high. So many nights, for my damn lady song. Oh, I'm a crap, oh, I'm a Chris. Remember a lot, I can remember. Good enough, I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'm gonna cry, oh why? Oh, I'm gonna cry, oh why? Oh, I'm gonna cry, oh why? So many nights, my heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and rebel now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high. I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while.